I'm Igor Osmokrović. I'm a structural engineer, and I've been involved in digital construction for as long as I work. I would say I'm one of the board members of Building Smart Serbia. I'm very involved in spreading and supporting the implementation of uh, digital construction management. I have that opportunity to work worldwide and let's say from my current role of Chief Operating Officer in BEXEL, I meet so many great individuals and so many great projects and companies. So we definitely have a lot of topics to discuss today. As I said, I'm always trying to uh, add some more effort into the spreading and populating the digital construction management. So yes, I have that role as a board member of Building Smart Serbia. I'm the chairman of the group for BIM technologies of Serbian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Uh, and wherever there is a group of enthusiasts that are pushing the digital construction in any way, I'm always glad to help. When how much 5 years ago when COVID struck, it was such a dilemma what and how the business will look like when we go remote and so on. And I was completely calm with our team. I knew that everything will work because actually the individuals are sharing the culture, are sharing themselves. They are living what we are actually doing, and that's something that really calms my mind on a daily basis. Now, as I said, I'm a structural engineer, so construction is there. From the my choice of uh, discipline to work on. But I would say that digital part actually started quite early. In our studies program, there is a software development courses, and I was quite good in those. And a professor, Nicola Clem, now he's not among us anymore. Yeah, but everybody knows him. Uh, he selected me as one of the students that he would like to work with to help with his courses and so on very early. I had actually 19 years at that time. I was 19 years old. And so already from the second year of my studies, I started to go to let's say develop myself in the digital part of construction. And I was working with him and his colleagues for quite some time. And his courses were in the department of management, informatics or IT, and technology in construction. That was the name of the department, and I was studying structural engineering, but I had the opportunity to spend time and collaborate with so many professors and great people from the department of MIT. I think that and it's proven that there is a lot of improvement area that could be done in the part of construction management. And there is a lot of efficiency that we can reach and well, let's say to be more efficient, to get better results and so on, if we would organize ourselves better. And I had honestly I was lucky to jump in the BEXEL that literally combines IT management and construction because we are our tools are dedicated to integrated construction management. I wanted to pursue academic career, starting to collaborate with all the professors there. I was really inspired with that, and until today, I always gladly take the opportunities to share some knowledge, experience, give some lectures to the students. That's something I really enjoy. I'm a part of, it's called the Bridgetize project. It is one of the EU-funded projects where I'm mentoring a student that is a PhD student in Politecnica in Milano and Ljubljana also. So I'm there as a industry co-mentor in his thesis. Literally, I always choose to dedicate some time to academia. Always. Starting from, I remember the day when I made a first external report going out from BEXEL to a client, and I had a colleague who she's still with BEXEL, who said, "Oh, you started to earn money for the company." At one point, it stopped being my success. It is then success of the team, and I have a lot of them. Successes are, practically
Hmm.
uh, regular thing now because they are not mine, they're ours. Because from my position now, I feel that every success is in a way mine, but it's definitely not mine. It
Yeah.
belongs to colleagues. I want to be them when I grow up. I want to be them. That's important. I always had multiple role models in Bexel. Uh, each of them somewhere different. Nobody's the same, and a few of them had, focus on some services, some had the focus on software development and so on. But I remember that saying, I want to be them, not this guy or that guy, but them. And then after a while, yes, I had a colleague, a senior colleague, Jovan Vucevic, who I consider my mentor, not only from the point of, uh, you know, uh, work itself, but a lot wider in terms of business life and understanding of different, let's say, concepts that we are meeting daily. I'm always on the side of a project itself. So, when a client maybe lacks in expertise in some way, I'm always like, let's try to make it logical. Let's try to make this collaboration effective, efficient, and so on. And you know, it's when you're in the shoes of somebody who wants to get a job, to uh, create a proposal and get it, it's quite important, you know, to navigate the client towards uh, that middle ground between you and the client. And I remember very well how I managed at one project to, let's say, to shape the scope in a way that it is the most efficient for project, the most beneficial for Bexel, for project itself, for the client. And I remember that because there was like considerations on the client side, the will or not, they will, accept that change in the requirements and so on and so forth. And I remember that win. It felt really good because during that consideration you're a bit doubting whether you chose the right words, whether you explained it in the right manner, and so on. And then that decision, yes,
Yeah.
go, let's work together, and so on. This was like, yes, I remember that very well. The construction
Um,
industry is reluctant to change. People don't want to implement new. There are some reasoning for that because uh, being a project manager is not easy.
yeah.
It is not easy. It is a very complex task, and then it's quite common for them to say, "I'm too busy for a change. I'm too busy to transform." They're so true that you're losing information,
Mm.
and the I would say that it can be understood as a bad thing, but it should be understood as a great opportunity. You
That's
know,
right.
it would be a
An
quite
improvement.
challenging path if we didn't have where to improve. This is the most important takeaway, let's say, from my experience in working with different teams in digital transformation. You may not try to create to go from 0 to 100 and then get some gains. You need to have steps. You need to have small
That's
bites. You
right.
need to fuel the energy of a team with small gains. That's so important.
That's right.
And you know, when this is uh, achieved, you feel it. You feel from the team. You feel on those coordination meetings. You feel on those implementation meetings. However it is organized and whatever it is the task. You feel when the energy is rising, when everybody is uh, understanding success, and you can feel the other way around also, and I'm always I'm jumping into those meetings with the question, what can we do in next 2 weeks?
Yeah.
How can we reach the benefit in next 2 weeks? What we have ready now in our solutions in BEXEL, both manager and CDE, those are both very powerful uh, data handling engines or solutions, let's say, and we can do so much with information that are collected, that are
Yeah.
structured and so on. So I'm always, entering implementation meetings with just pushing everybody to reach the first reachable benefit, and then
Yeah.
the second one, and then the third one, and go in those steps and build on that trust.